Okay, you all, listen, I'm going to do this live stream for the third time today, simply because I felt like my first two live streams was terrible. I couldn't, my Wi Fi wasn't good, my sound was going in and out. So I'm going to get this message out before I go to bed. So I went got my hair done. This evening, I'm about to hit the gym, so you're going to see a lot more of this gym attire from me because you know what? Health is wealth. What good is to have money if you're healthy? So, I been slacking out from the gym just because I had the silk press and didn't feel like doing the hair maintenance. So I'm about to hit this gym back up. So you're going to see the pink, the black, and the all that good stuff again. So you all come in and hit that thumbs up, right? Because I really, really have an important, very important message to share with you all. And my first two live streams just sucked, right? I was driving and trying to get it in, so I said, let me get it in and and get this out. So I got some good people in. I'm glad I decided to do the third live stream for today. So you all come in, hit that like and share button. Clifton, Clifton, happy birthday! If I could sing, I would sing happy birthday to you. But because I cannot sing it as well as I would want to, I will say it. So if you all are coming in live right now or you're watching the replay, I want you all to wish Clifton a happy, happy birthday. We want to be a community that support each other. So you all say happy birthday, drop that in the comment to Clifton. So I already got some good people coming in. I got Lee, aka Les Brown, coming in. You all, so this might be in a better live stream. I got Humble Minded 111. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you all to drop some comments. I know Lee drives trucks and his hands may not be free, but if your hands are free, I want you to drop some comments. I want this to be an interactive live stream. And Clifton again, my king, happy, happy, happy birthday. I hope that I'm making your birthday just a little bit better by telling you I'm so glad that you took another trip around the sun, as some say, or you're celebrating another year. Not everybody's able to say that. And I want to say this like Miles Monroe was said, right? The wealthiest place on earth is in the cemetery because that's where dreams die. That's where visions die. And Clifton, I was saying this today, that people don't realize is that time is more valuable than money because you can never get your time back. If you ever sat and listen to someone on their deathbed, right? They have a list of things they wish they would have done. They wish they would have done better, wish they would have spent more time with their family, their loved ones, wish they would have traveled abroad more. I wish they would have saw the world more of life's creations. They always say, I wish I would have, because you can never get your time back. You can never get your time back. I used to say, Clifton, I used to say that my time is money. I used to say that all the time. I did credit repair, and people used to just want. I learned real quickly in credit repair that some people would just call me and they want to vent to me about their credit situation. They just wanted a credit counselor. They wanted to tell me their story and why their credit was bad. And oftentimes I began to listen just a little bit. And then I found out that those people that did that, right, they didn't sign up as customers. So I stopped that, right, because it was wasting my time. It's wasting my time. And then, I cut that resource off. So I then learned, it's the moral of the story, that time is more valuable than money because I can get money back. I can get more clients. I get more customers. I can get better pay. I can get a better job. I can get in my network marketing business that's paying me right now more passive income. And I've been in it for a year and a half than my job that I've been in for 16 years. 16 years on the job, Clifton. 16 years, everybody on this live stream, whether you're watching on the replay, 16 years on a job. I've been in my home-based network marketing business for a year and a half, and it is paying me more. It's paying me more. This is what I love about cash flow and passive income. This is what I love about it. That is infinite. As long as you are, and Clifton and everybody in, but I want to, for Clifton for his birthday, I want, because Clifton could have been doing anything in the world right now on his birthday, but he's on my live stream. So thank you, Clifton. You could have been drinking your margaritas. You could have been taking your shots, but you decided to tune in on my live stream on your birthday. So Clifton, I'm going to make this message as great as possible about people realizing and valuing themselves in time. In time. And Clifton, valuing yourself. I'm so glad it's your birthday because people don't realize that there are some people in 2022 that did not celebrate a birthday. And look at the community. They're taking time to celebrate you. This is a family, this is a community on your birthday. Thank you, everyone. I'm highlighting your names as you're telling Clifton, happy birthday. This is what I want to break down. Get cash flow much faster. Why? Why do some people, Clifton and everybody else in this family, in this community, why do some people get wealthy while others do not? That's the question, right? Right? I have the answer for that. Leverage, 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 leverage. Leverage is the reason some people become rich and others do not. Less than 5% of Americans know how to use the power of leverage. Less than 5%, you all. Drop a number five. Drop a number five if you're on the live stream right now. I'm seeing 70 people on YouTube. I want you to drop a number five in the comment. Right? Look at Tabitha coming in. Look at Tabitha. 5%. Drop a number five. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you, everybody that said happy birthday. Took out the time. Right? Rebecca, thank you. Less than 5% of Americans know how to use the power of leverage. I've always said this on my live stream that leverage income is better than labored income, right? Leverage income, you are dropping number five. I see it coming in. 1, 2, 3. I see five number fives. It's better than labored income. That's exactly what five. Okay, I got a phone call coming in. I'll take that. Let me know if you all can hear me because I got a phone call that came in. Let me know if you all can still hear me. Oh my God, my live streams today. You all think it was the lunar eclipse? Woo. So, less than 5% of Americans have all the wealth. I want you all to understand that. I want you to overstand that. I want you to realize that. Thank you, Clifton. Clifton said for his birthday, all he wants you all to do is to smash those like buttons. Thank you, Clifton. Less than 5%. I want you all to think about that. Think. Less than 5% of Americans have all the wealth. That's powerful. The benefits of using leverage income is many. It's a lot of benefits to it. But a big bonus that can boost your cash flow faster, more effectively, right, is what I come on this live stream relentlessly and tell you all about, is having a home-based business. Leverage income is better than labor income because a lot of people give a whole lot of their time just to get a little bit of money in return. So, using money that isn't yours, listen to this, listen, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Tell you a secret. Using money that is not yours is exactly how you find investing success. Let me say that again. Using money. I told you that time is more valuable than money because money is it's an asset, right? But it is the lowest asset that there is right now. Using money that is not yours. That's called other people's money, OPM, or it's called money that you give the government in taxes. Most people don't know you don't have to give the government 30 to 40% of taxes of the money that you labor for. Most people don't know OPM, that you can leverage your credit and use other people's money using capital and money that belongs to other people to invest to now control more and get larger assets. Assets is when your money works harder for you than you work for the money. See that song that came out, I work hard for the money. Do, 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 so hard for the money. Got some people without the financial intelligence that they need to really be successful. 95% of people only have 5% of the wealth. Number 5. But yet, 5% of the people in the United States and globally have 5% of the wealth. You can get the benefits of a home-based business, boost your cash flow much faster, more reliable, more effectively, and leverage your credit, right? Quicker than if you use your own money. When you combine credit and a cash flow home-based business, you can become a thousandaire, a millionaire, or a billionaire in record time. If you consistently invest in the cheapest asset class that there is, because the housing market is overpriced right now, we know that. Even though lumber is cheap, housing market is still high. Cryptocurrencies is the lowest investment opportunity right now, asset class that can give you the highest return on the dollar. And leveraging your credit, those, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 digits that was assigned to you at birth. Let me see if I can find this book. I keep my books kind of close near me. Yeah. Understanding your the strong man. I read all of that stuff. I got people that come to me about, I want national born citizen. How do I, do the straw man? Because they want to get out of taxes so bad. They want to get out of taxes just that bad. I have the knowledge. But the reason why I don't really talk about this and I tell you about a home-based business is because it is so hard. You have to live like a nomad. And you have to live in poverty. Some things you have to give up. Like if you're in an accident, legally, you're not required to receive health procedures or anything from a doctor once you use the UCC code. Meet your straw man, whatever you want to know. So what is a straw man? I read right from the book. Let's read. Let's go. A straw man is a fictitious legal entity created with the hope that as the child grows up, he or she will be fooled into believing that he or she is actually the straw man. You pay all sorts of imaginary costs and liabilities that get attached to the straw man with con artists. So how's the straw man created? If a baby, for example, is named James and the family last name is Martin, then you would expect the birth certificate to read James Martin printed on it. If that is what is printed on it, then all is well and the genuine birth certificate and nothing more. However, if any other name is there, then the document is not a birth certificate, but instead it is a creation of a straw man as James Martin. Now, alternative entries might be on the birth certificate. For example, James Martin in all caps, Mr. James Martin, Mr. James, or anything else. But it will not show James Martin in small caps. That's why your birth certificate and Social Security have your name in all caps. You're a corporation. So, imaginary costs come with this. When your name is in all caps and you're in a corporation, costs and penalties come with this. These imaginary charges include income taxes, council tax, inheritance tax, capital gains tax, road tax, import tax, value added taxes, loan interest when you take out a loan and credit, bank charges, and anything else that full-time professionals can think of that are confident that you will not notice that you never agreed to pay and don't need to pay because now you become a legalese. The second language invented to trick you. It uses English word attached to secret meanings to those words with the sole intention of stopping you from believing that you are saying to you has nothing to do with the normal meaning in this English language. The purpose is to cheat and rob you through the taxation system. This is the thing. When they ask you, for example, do you understand? It is saying in English, do you comprehend what I am saying to you? And the automatic response, if a legal person asks any civilian this question, would be yes, meaning I do comprehend what you are saying to me. But this sneaky, underhand people have changed the meaning in legalese to mean, do you stand under me? Meaning, do you grant me authority over you set so that you have to obey whatever I tell you to do? We just got off a Zoom training. And in that Zoom training, it explained that if you do not understand how to control, not own, because rich people don't own anything, but they control everything, right? Your taxes that you pay, all of those taxes I just mentioned, including your paycheck taxes, including your property taxes, including your Avalon taxes, including your retail taxes. Have you ever noticed that if you have a job, some people say just over broke, right? That you get taxed before it hits your direct deposit. And then you get taxed when you spend the money that came out the paycheck. So you get taxed before you get the paycheck. It's called gross net. Then when you spend it, you're taxed again. It's called retail tax. This is what most people don't know. Without giving up your sovereignty, without having to live like a nomad, without having to risk being hurt or injured and not receiving medical services, you can simply turn that same social security number, those 9 digits that makes you a sole proprietor, connect with me in the home-based business, get 475 tax deductions, and defeat the system that way versus trying to take years and giving up any medical attention that you can receive, not being able to use your social now to get a job or to be gainfully employed, not being able to convert your social into an EIN and get an LLC. Because when people want to get a straw man, this is everything you give up. You can't be an LLC. You can't be an s-corp. You can't be a c-Corp. You can't be a sole proprietor. You can't get any medical assistance from the state. You have to. That's why when you see much of these UCC videos, these people vehicles are just wretched. They drive old, outdated vehicles. They live like a nomad. They live in poverty. And this is why I tell people it's a better way to do that than to try to spend years to figure out how to get out of the strongman system. Because, again, there are two things in life. This is so powerful, and I'm going to keep saying this to people. Get the, well, I won't say understanding, right? I don't want you to stand under me. To people, get the revelation. How about if I say that? The revelation. You don't have to understand. You can get the revelation of what I mean by two things in life are certain. People, that quote is so powerful, but so many people, it goes right over their head. That quote says two things in life are certain, it's death and taxes. People, that means that if you don't understand, and Benjamin Franklin said this, if you don't have a revelation, let me stop saying understand. According to this book, straw man means, do you stand under me legally? You don't have a revelation that taxes is robbing you. If you don't have a revelation that you get 475 soldiers to help you fight this tax game, and you can still be gainfully employed, you can still earn cash flow by doing it the home-based business way, you're not even on the pathway to improve your financial situation. You're not even close. If you don't realize and get the revelation that other people's money, if you don't flip the script and stop paying the banks and start using the banks to pay you're going to be in this rat race. And you're going to be spinning wheels and not getting anywhere. You're going to be a hamster that's in this wheel, the spinning wheels in life, spinning wheels. Before you look up, you're going to be 10, 20 years older. And financially, you haven't made any progress. Before you look up, you may be in a situation where your health is failed. Before you look up, you might have an unexpected health issue that arises. And let me tell you, if you don't think money is important, which the Bible says money answers all things, but if you don't think money is important, then be in a situation where you cannot pay for medical service or pay for a dental bill. I had people that came to me in excruciating pain, that says, I cannot get approved for dental care, for dental services that I need so badly because my credit is bad and I don't have the money to pay the thousands of dollars of the dentist, and I am in excruciating pain. Can you please help me with my credit so I can get approved for dental care? If you don't think money is important, then be in medical pain, be in anguish, and you don't have the money or the credit to afford to get out of that pain, you will see how important money is. Leverage is the reason some people become rich and others do not. I want you all to understand that. Leverage, credit, and cash flow. And crypto. 5% of Americans, less than 5%, I told you I put the number 5, use the power of leverage. That's exactly why less than 5% of Americans have all the wealth. Here's an example of leverage. Consider someone who has $10,000, 10K to invest. He or she can invest his $10,000 in crypto, right? And control $10,000 worth of assets. People, that's called leverage free investing. If your hands are free, I want you to type that in the comment section, whether you are watching this live or in the replay. Leverage free investing, because I'm improving your financial intelligence right now. But if that same person used $10,000, right? Get this, catch this. They use $10,000 as 10% down payment on a property and use OPM, other people's money, or the bank's money, in this case, a mortgage for the property. That person, she can now control $100,000, a $100,000 asset, because that property, that rental property, can now generate much larger cash flow. See, that's leverage-free investing. Thank you, Clifton. And then generating cash flow. This property or asset can generate cash flow, right? And also from just a $10,000 asset. OPM allowed this investor to create a larger asset. So why would you use your money? When you use other people's money, when you leverage your credit, you can have bigger assets, bigger 100K, right? And the cash flow that goes with it. The power of leverage help you create wealth with investing. Leverage can hurt you if you don't know how to use it the right way. If you're the one that paying the banks, if you're the one that getting high taxes out of your paycheck, it can hurt you, because now the banks are leveraging you. That's why at your job, it's called human resources. You are the human resource to the government. The difference is whether you apply leverage for good debt also, and then leverage for bad debt. See, bad debt is the debt you pay the banks, the debt you pay Ally Financial to finance their car, the debt you pay Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, then you discover that you're the one broke, because bad debt makes you poor. Bad debt is something that does not increase cash flow. If you all don't remember anything else, I just broke down the UCC code in Strawman. But remember this, bad debt is anything that does not create cash flow. Thank you, Rebecca, for making a mind message connection and humble minded 111. Thank you all for participating. Bad debt is anything that does not create cash flow. You all, if you got time, put that in the comment too, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Does not increase cash flow, or it reduces your cash flow. Remember that. Bad debt, for example, is charging a restaurant meal on a credit card, or buying a boat on a payment plan, or buying a car on a payment plan. That's bad debt. Good debt, on the other hand, is when you go to the restaurant and you're in a home-based business. That's why I had the number text rich on the screen. Now that money you spend out on that meal comes back to you because it's a tax write-off if you use that meal for business purposes. Good debt is using OPM, other people's money. Thank you, Red Star 7311. Thank you so much, King. Good debt, on the other hand, is using OPM, other people's money, to pay for new equipment, to invest in assets, like if you want to own a restaurant, that increases a business sales and profit. If you use that Visa, MasterCard, or Discover to invest in a home-based business. I told you all 2 Kings chapter 4 is the formula from the Bible that shows you how a woman used credit to get rid of bad debt. She was in bad debt. She said, my husband, my servant, she was talking to Elijah, he's dead. and he's left our family in bad debt. And see, the price of being in bad debt then was your children, your sons, will be sold to creditors to work out their debt. So Elijah gave her a strategy, much like I'm giving you all right now in this live stream. He said, well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go borrow vessels. Borrowing means use your credit, use your credibility. Borrow it from your neighbors. Then he told her, now open up a home-based business. Shut the door to your house. Bring the vessels inside your house and pour oil in them. And she poured out. And her sons now network with her in the home-based business, right? Did you all know, for example, that if you have a home-based business, your children, instead of paying for their recreational activities out of pocket, instead of paying for their groceries just out of pocket, that money can come back to you? Because if you structure and set up a bank account for them, a checking account for them, they don't have to have the debit card or credit card. But you deposit that money in the account. You get them to do chores and things and activities for the business, whether in your house, your apartment, or your condo. And now you use that debit card or take them with you when you go grocery shopping for their groceries or paying for their recreational activities or things they want to do, extracurricular. Keep your records, which the home-based business does for you. They have the tax consultants already in place. They have the payment system already in place. They will set up the system to pay your children. Again, the children don't have to have control of the checking account or banking account. You have control. They just have access. That's how God works too, but I won't get into that. See, you control what goes on in your financial world, this earth realm, but you have access to God to help you have the control that you need to be prosperous in this earth realm. That's the advantage you have to other people that don't, right? But back on point. Also, your home office and wherever you live, right? I believe wherever you reside, you should have residual income. You can get up to $400 rent just by using one room, where your apartment, house, townhouse, condo, back when you structure yourself under this home-based business umbrella, when you join it. Your business mileage, my God, how high is gas prices now? That can come back to you. Your meals and entertainment. Your cell phone bill now is not personal use, it's business use because you joined the business. So that bill now is not a bill anymore, it's a business expense. Look at all the benefits I gave you of why you should text that number on the screen. So good debt is purchasing anything that can be, whether it's a property, real estate, that can be rented out to generate cash flow. But people are typically so overloaded with bad debt, or they live in fear of debt, that they don't leverage other people's money. They don't leverage their credit, and they don't leverage a home-based business to gain wealth. And this is why 95% of the population struggle financially. They don't use creative financing, and they don't use the leverage of a home-based business or a network marketing company to be rich and wealthy. Right? Bad debt, you're right on the Clifton, does not increase your cash flow. It's simple. Now, let me get on crypto real quick. Terra Luna. Oh my God, what is Luna gonna do? Also, $1 million Vitalik, $1 million from Ethereum founder donating to Dogecoin. We definitely could use a Dogecoin revolution if you're a part of Doge Army. So that's $1 million. That Vitalik, the founder and creator of Ether, contributed to Doge to help Doge be successful. Doge is at 8 cents right now. So definitely want to pump for Doge. Doge is one of my main coins that I have in my portfolio, right? Luna crypto could get a second life as Terra has a potential hard fork. I was not in Luna in the beginning, but I did buy the dip. I'm not advising you to do that because Luna went lunatic, right? But I just believe that um, if it went there one time, it can go there again. Now, again, this is not financial advice for you all. This is just like, let me see what it do. I dropped $250. If it goes south, okay, learn a lesson for me. But if it goes north, then hey, let's go ahead and get that G wagon right. So this is what I did. So Terra developers are considering a hard fork to give life to Luna. Do Kwon said the fork can appease the desires of DeFi users, a new chain that will forego um, the algorithmic stablecoins. So the old Terra Luna network will continue to embrace them. So with this said, I'm just gonna make it short that Terra is doing new things with the fork, and Terra is supposed to be a stable coin that lost control of the dollar peg. And I just think they believe that the whole point of Terra was to bring in CBDC, central banks digital currency, like they wanted to do, and to bring in more regulation to cryptos. And so if you want to be in the crypto U course that I have, that's teaching you how to store your cryptocurrency off of exchanges, so that you don't feel like you could be at any risk of exchange like Coinbase, Crypto.com, anything crashing and losing your assets, how to set up your ledger, how to set up your hard and cold wallet, how to learn what altcoins is, what the major crypto coins are, what moon coins are. And this is what I love, right? This is like Rolls Royce, the Crypto U course is what I call for Crypto University. It's like Rolls Royce. It's like driving a Rolls Royce. They give you concierge services. It's the only Rolls Royce have concierge services, right? Mercedes doesn't have that. BMW. That's what set Rolls Royce apart. So in the Crypto U course, you have concierge services once you enroll, once you join, and we also have a private Facebook group. Same thing with the home-based business. I just tell people to get the best of both worlds and get in both of them for under $500, right? But you get alerts via apps about what they feel like is the best buy. So for people on the go or that's working, who are this is what I have a lot of people in my team, in my organization, that are working wealthionaires. I'm gonna make that up. They are working wealthionaires. What do they mean by that, Queen? What is a working wealthionaire? People that still working a job, but saying, you know what, job, don't get used to me for too long. I'm not gonna be here for too long. I got a 1, 2, 3 year plan and I'm out. Because I'm gonna improve my credit. I'm gonna get cash flow and passive income. I'm not gonna get this job income, active income. And I want to take all my savings from the government, all my savings that I used to give the banks in bad debt. I'm going to create passive income by helping people in a recession fix their finances as well. Outside of this job income, you're going to do what I did and position yourself that in a year and a half that you can make more money passive than, like me, than I was making 16 years on my job. You are working wealthionaires. And you're going to be a part of this digital money that crypto is moving. I have both numbers on the screen. And you're going to be a digital millionaire, a decamillionaire, a billionaire. And you're going to have time freedom and financial freedom. And you're going to travel the world either with your spouse or by yourself or with your children or your grandchildren. And you're going to see how it feels within the next 2 or 3 years to live like 5% of decamillionaires and billionaires are living right now. You're going to see how it really feels, as the Bible says, that I will make you rich and add no sorrow, no toil with it. You're going to really see how it feels to use OPM, other people's money, and how it feels to make money in your sleep. Clifton is going to see how it feels to get money passively on every birthday. that he celebrates from now on. All because you made two decisions that's under $500 investment. Red Star says, ordered my first silver yesterday. Yes, commodities is another asset. People, how much do you value yourself? I'm closing with this. Congratulations, Red Star. Working weaponaires, that's what we are. We're going to get out that rat race 2 or 3 years. You're going to have more passive income coming in your life than active income. You're going to have the best credit you ever had, and you're going to leverage other people's money to get assets. As my mentor said, that's called cash assets, cash flow. You're going to take that cash that's devaluing anyway, and it's purchasing power. It's losing its purchasing power. You're going to now flip that into assets. You're going to stop giving, overpaying in taxes out of your paycheck. You're going to stop having to be on your feet to make money all the time. You're going to make money in your sleep. You're going to see some other parts of the world that you couldn't afford earlier. You're going to have high credit scores that are going to bring you in assets. And then those assets are going to cash flow for you. Why cash flow, Queen? Because when you cash flow, that means you have an asset to back it, right? And when you have an asset to back it, that means it always appreciating value. I don't know if you all know this, but the dollar is not backed by anything. So what you do is you take that dollar and you get an asset. Now you back it. Now, instead of, as my mentor just said on our private Zoom, instead of you paying Visa, MasterCard, and American Express and discovering you're broke, now you become your own bank. And that money comes back to you and your household. That's right, humble-minded. I'm looking for people who want to live, who want to double their income, double their credit, double their assets possession, and double their passive income. Some people don't need to double their passive income. They just need to make it. And I want some people that want to invest in them. See, in Malachi chapter 3, let me see, can I find this? In Malachi chapter 3, God gave the children, the Israelites, he gave them land. They didn't work for it. They didn't toil for it. That's why God said, I will make you rich and add no sorrow. And he said, the first thing I want you to do with this land is invest in the soil, which means you should invest in your own soil. Your soil is your mind before you invest in anybody else. Yeah. You should invest in your financial intelligence and intellect and education and literacy. Because the Bible says money answers all things. And he said, now, after you invested it in your own soil, I want you to take 10% and give it to the priest because they are working 24/7 around the clock in the temple on your behalf. But the Israelites, they didn't want to give 10% to the priest after God gave them an asset. That's what that story is all about. How many of you all are investing in your financial future? See, when I started the home-based business, I began to work part-time on my future while I was working full-time on my lifestyle. See, that means, and then I started making more money working part-time on my future than full-time on my job. That means my job was financing my lifestyle, my water bill, my gas bill, my electrical bill, my car note, my insurances, my food, right? So my job financed my lifestyle, my livelihood. So I began, instead of watching television from 5 to 9, I began to work on my future, right? My future is where I want my passive income to dwell. And then I began to work part-time on my future and accumulated more money than working full-time on my job. The very first thing I did was join the home-based business. I got extra $500 out of my paycheck. That money I was giving to federal governments because I added the 475 tax deductions. It came back to me because now I have a business to offset that. And the government reduces your federal taxes once you add a home-based business to your paycheck. Did you all know that? That was my first chess move. So I took that $500, right? I maintained my good credit. I started investing my money instead of spending my money. Spending means when it goes out, it does not come back. I started investing my money, and that money began working harder for me than I was working for my job. And before I knew it, between the home-based business, getting the extra cash flow, and investing my money, became a crypto millionaire. But it all started with strategies. It all started with the first move, which was my best move, which was join the home-based business. Now I got the cash flow to invest in crypto. So now I start valuing myself a little bit more, right? Someone said they invested in silver. I started investing in Rolex, 24 karat gold. Not just because, not just because I felt like I need to invest in myself, which you do. I felt like I value myself. I value myself, right? If you all can see that. I value myself just enough that I believe I deserve to wear this on my skin. But because I know it appreciates in value, and this is already worth thousands more than when I invested in it. When are you going to step up and invest in a financial education and take massive action and be a part? See, there's going to be three people in this great reset. You're going to have three types of people. You're going to have people that for the first time in their life, they're going to become millionaires. They're going to become millionaires. Then the second group of people, they're going to become billionaires, right? They're going to become billionaires. And the third group of people, they're just going to be a witness. And they're going to become poor-naires. The middle class is going to get poor. And if you do nothing, right? If you do nothing, then the little money you have, this is not to scare you, this is to prepare you. The little you have, because you can see it, the dollar is purchasing less. It's going to go away. It's going to go away. It's going to go away. So take that devaluing cash and invest in the number one home-based business. Convert your social out of a sole proprietor. If you are just coming in, I broke down the straw man. A better way to do it is through the home-based business than trying to do it this way. I'm just telling you. Watch the replay. If you didn't get that information, it's worth getting. Take that extra cash flow, right? Rich and wealthy people have assets. Get your asset column built up. Get your bills reduced that's coming in your household. The home-based business does that, and it also affects your credit. It's two numbers on the screen. I will advise you to text both of those numbers if you're serious about doubling your income, using OPM, and being a crypto millionaire. But if you feel like you want to invest in crypto and you don't need to be protected from taxes going out, if you don't want to protect you, see, one thing about my grandparents I learned as farmers, that they just didn't plant seed in the soil, right? I said your soil is your mind, your soil is yourself. But they will place a scarecrow in the field to protect the seed from the what do they call it? The the birds or the pests that will come to eat the seeds in the garden while they sleep. So they will protect it. See, you have to protect your money. And most people don't know their largest asset, their largest expense is taxes. Most people have paid their mortgage off. They listen to Dave Ramsey. They become debt free. But now their property tax is higher than what their mortgage was. Before you start investing money, people, the first chess move is to get the money back. Get your money back first. Get the money back that you're spending. So again, happy birthday, Cliff. Happy birthday to you. I hope this live stream brought you some joy, some financial education and intelligence. You all text those numbers on the screen. If both are for you, text both. If you need either or, But just do something to better your financial future today. Again, hit that like button. Get better. Get better. You all get better every day. Do something every day to wake up and get better. Time is more valuable than money. Right? Be blessed. Always be blessed. Blessed means empowered to prosper. And be banking, because being broke, people, is not in your birthright. God said, I make you rich and add no sorrow. Deuteronomy says, I give you the power to get wealth. But you have to make practical decisions to implement that power on earth. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Queen out.